Krásny dobrý deň, moje meno je Roman, som z agentúry Scandinavian Study a aj formou týchto rozhovorov sa snažím spopularizovať zahraničné štúdium. Mojím dnešným hostom je študent z Nepálu, Nirdiš. Nirdiš, hello.
Hello, hi.
How are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm perfect, thank you very much. And Nirdiš je študent z Nepálu a študuje v Dánsku na škole SDU v Sonderborgu a budeme sa baviť o fakulte, o študijných odboroch a o všetkom zaujímavom. Nirdiš, because you don't speak any Slovak, we will conduct this interview in English.
Yeah, sure.
I think it will be easier for both of us. And I would like to get to know more about SDU, about study options, about study programs, the way how you get in information there. Let's start with the first question. You are from Nepal. Why did you decide to come to Denmark, and why did you decide for SDU?
So why I decided Denmark is my parents were already working here before I even came here, and then and I also wanted to do my further studies outside of Nepal, and my parents were already living here, and that's how I ended up in Denmark. And why SDU is it's a broad question because I wanted to do mechatronics, and SDU Sønderborg is the only campus inside Denmark that offers mechatronics. So, and that's how I ended up in SDU Sønderborg.
Okay, before I hit the recording button, I was asking you what is mechatronics?
Yeah.
So do you study what it is, mechatronics?
Okay, mechatronics is a multidisciplinary course. It combines all the different fields. No, not all the different fields, but it combines 3 different fields: mechanical engineering, electrical engineering, and embedded systems. And as further along you go in higher semesters, you can choose whether you want to lean towards mechanical, electrical, or embedded. You also have an option to mix all 3 of them.
When talk about SDU in Odense, which is a little bit the campus, let's speak about Sønderborg, especially smaller city, smaller campus, how it looks like, how it is to live there.
I think it's a fairly international city, and it's also full of students, and it's also very affordable compared to the big cities like Odense, Copenhagen, Aarhus. I think it's comparatively cheaper than the other big cities.
How big it is in size?
I think we just have around 30,000 people living in Sønderborg.
Okay, so
30 to 40, something like this. Yeah,
it's tiny place. So I believe, as you said, it's quite affordable, and you don't need transportation to your school. You can just bike to your campus, right?
Yeah, exactly. It's a very bike-friendly city. You can be in 10 minutes by bike. You can be in any corner of the town, basically.
Okay. Talking about your studies, if we could speak about the structure of your course, into semesters.
So talking about the structure, so we have 2 different options. You can do Bachelor of Science and Bachelor of Engineering. So what I'm doing is Bachelor of Engineering. So Bachelor of Science is a 6-semester course, and Bachelor of Engineering is 7-semester course. In Bachelor of Engineering, you have internship and final year project, but in Bachelor of Science, instead of internship and final year project, you have courses and half a semester project. So in SDU Sønderborg, each semester, we also have semester project. So you learn by doing, and that's a big part of SDU Sønderborg. So if you are in first semester, second semester, third semester, we have all our projects. That's to get a hands-on experience with the different projects.
And you said something very important, which means learning by doing.
Yeah, exactly, yes.
In Slovakia, we have educational system which consists more of memorizing facts. I think so in Denmark, and students know it is called problem-based learning.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's the technical word. Yes.
If you can just say how it looks in reality, the ordinary day in problem-based learning in reality.
So it comes to so you have the courses that you already had. So that sort of gives you the fundamentals of what you should look into. And after that, it's up to you to how to find the resource, find the papers. And you also have to know that you're looking on the right papers, not someone randomly writing somewhere something. It has to be a trusted source. And then you research up into it. And then you take forward, and then you do your own experiments. And then, okay, those were right stuff that someone said it. And then from that onwards, you take it and you, based on what your problem of the project is, you look forward to solving it.
Okay.
That's for the semester projects. But the courses are also a bit different. I think in the most unique thing about Denmark, especially SDU Sønderborg, some of the courses are handwritten and some of them are oral exams. So because in some of the courses, it's very hard to limit yourself in 3 or 4 hours. So what teachers do instead is they give you like 4 assignments throughout the semester and you present at the end. So by doing that, you're solving more complicated program, which is a bit more realistic than what you can do in 3 hours exam. So in oral exam, you make a presentation of how you solve the problem, what your results are, and you present to the teacher and he'll ask you a question in a 30 minutes presentation and you get graded based on that. I think that's a unique part.
So as I understand it, you are not only passively listening to teachers, but you need to actively participate in
exactly
sources and your own solutions.
Yeah.
If we can speak about your professors or teachers, what's the relationship between you? In Slovakia, it's more hierarchically teachers or professors are, and students are quite,
I think we have a very close relationship with teachers, and you don't address them by professor something. You just call them by their name. It's like, hey Lars. You just address them by name, which might be a bit surprising to some people, but that's a normal. And teachers are very friendly, and sometimes they even come to the student parties. So I think the relationship between teacher and student is very nice.
So they are more like guides.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
But they're always there to help you, and
If we speak about facilities, I believe Denmark is economically strong country. So I imagine that schools looks to the standards of high developed economy.
Yeah, exactly. That's right. We have a lot of facilities, and also it also depends on what are you working with. So we also have a very close collaboration with the companies. So if for instance, if for a project you need to do something and your university does not have that testing facilities, then they will send you talk to their partner universities and they will let your equipment being tested on those facilities. So it's really like, but talking about only inside SDU, we have clean rooms, nanofabrication for nanofabricating. We have organic solar cells. We have student workshop, mechanical workshop. We have electric lab, metal 3D printing, actuator labs. So we have a lot of different things. It really depends upon which project you are working. And if you don't have it, then you can go to SDU and say have more than what we have. Or if none of them have, then we talk to the companies and test it out there. So it really depends on project what you're working with.
Okay, I believe SDU in Sønderborg is as a startup university or university that helps startups to develop on soil of university. You have something like incubator there for startups, or?
I think so, but I'm not fully sure because I'm not in those business fields. So actually, I'm not sure, but I know there are a couple of students who have their own startups and university gets the funding, like you said, and they helps you out and gives you space inside the university to work. But I'm not fully sure about how to start a business.
After you finishing your bachelor's, maybe you take a master's degree, and then you will enter probably Danish job market. And in the region of Sønderborg, they are lacking engineers.
That's true.
Career aspects, or when you finish, or any students?
Sorry, I missed the last part of the question.
What's your chances to get a good job or future career prospect?
I think, I'm fairly confident that I will get a job. I would say it's not that I'm not insecure. Oh, maybe I won't get a job. Already, if you look at the student workers from while you are studying, some of the companies already hire students to work in the company as a student helps it. And if I look at some of my friends working in the companies already before graduating, some of them already have a confirmation that they will start working as a full-time engineer right after they graduate. That's for these students who are enrolled before 2019 or on 2019. But if you're enrolled after 2020, you get 100% job guarantee. But to get that, to get the 100% job guarantee. You have to meet four requirements. So if you meet those requirements, you get a full engineering salary and get hired and paid for 6 months in a company, and it's up to you to whether they will take you permanently or.
And those four conditions which you need to meet, which are they?
You have to pass Danish B1 level. I think it's fairly doable in 2 years, 2.5 years, and then there's also, you shouldn't elongate your degree too much, so you should pass in this and where you're supposed to pass. And I'm not sure about the other one. There are other 1 or 2 more, but it's just stick to the plan and then pass all the courses and make sure you learn Danish on the side.
Okay, maybe ask 2 final questions near this. And first would be, why should someone or any students from any country prioritize SDU Sonderborg and not to go to maybe other universities in the countries?
I would say if inside Denmark, SDU Sonderborg is a very affordable city. You can, compared to other big cities, your rent are cheaper, and also you're not living that far from the campus and stuff like that. So, but if you're an international student, so if you're an European, if you work 10 to 12 hours, you can get an SU. On top of that definitely helps. So you get the money from your work, plus you get some money from the government as an SU if you meet the SU requirements. And also, SDU Sønderborg has like 70 places for a scholarship if you are from outside EU. And the scholarship is full tuition plus some money they give you every month to spend. And also you have a job guarantee. Why not? I think it's very rare in Denmark that the university gives you 100% job guarantee right after you graduate. It's because of what the relation between SDU has with the other companies. That's how they can offer it.
And I would say also, if you want to become engineer, it's a good school because
that's the first point. Yes,
because your school is focused on engineering, mechatronics, mechanical engineering.
Yeah.
Okay, Nerdish, we are nearly at the end, but we don't have to say only good things. I would like to ask you about challenges. You are from Nepal. It's different culture. Coming to Denmark, what was hard or what was difficult for you to adjust?
I think it's mostly culture and language, for me at least. Of course, if you are living in Denmark, then they expect you to speak Danish. So I think that's the first few phases where you struggle a bit with the Danish because everything is written in Danish, of course. So I think that's the first thing. Try to learn Danish, and maybe you can avoid some of the barriers on the way. And of course, and they have a bit of a different culture and humor than what I used to have. So slowly you start to adapt to it. But it's all a matter of you adapt to it.
But as a student, you can start with Danish classes. I think so.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, as a student, you can start it for free at university. On the first day of the university, they'll be sitting someone with a tag on the just free Danish lessons, and you just go and talk to them, and they will find the right spot for you. Okay,
Nerdish, thank you very much. It was really good to have you here, and I wish you all the best with your future studies.
Thank you very much. Thank you too.